Imagine building wealth so quietly, no one even sees it coming. No loud moves, no announcements, no desperation, just silent discipline, executed day after day until what once was invisible becomes undeniable. This was Solomon's path, a man whose wisdom built empires, not by force, not by appearance, but through sacred principles repeated in silence, guarded like treasure. While others flaunted, Solomon fortified. While others spoke, he listened. While others rushed, he waited. And today, centuries later, his secrets remain hidden in plain sight, ignored by the majority, understood only by those who are done chasing noise and ready to embrace wealth that lasts. In this video, you will discover 6 sacred financial secrets drawn from Solomon's teachings, each one powerful enough to build not just money, but a legacy. The final secret holds all the others together. But let's begin at the start, with the one habit that protects everything you build. Sacred secret number 1, speak less, observe more. Solomon's life was surrounded by power, wealth, and conflict. Yet among all the proverbs, one lesson echoes more than most. Silence is strength. The fool, he said, is known by his many words, but the wise conceal knowledge. In today's world, we confuse noise with authority. We assume those who talk the most know the most. But in reality, wealth is often destroyed by words spoken too early to the wrong people or in the wrong spirit. Think about it. Every time you talk about your next investment, your new source of income, your plans for expansion, you open the door to opinions, envy, and energy that can derail you. The rich understand this. True investors don't explain their every move. They study, they calculate, they execute, then let the results speak on their behalf. Because wealth doesn't need applause, it needs protection. There's a kind of power that comes from stillness. When you no longer need to prove your ambition, you begin to move differently. Quieter, sharper, with less risk and more impact. Some of the most powerful fortunes in the world were built with strategies no one saw coming, because their creators stayed silent long enough to outgrow the need for validation. In a world obsessed with attention, the ultimate flex is discretion. Silence is not absence, it's intention. So speak less, observe more. Let your discipline create the noise. Sacred secret number 2, guard what you build. Solomon once said, the prudent see danger and take refuge. There's a reason his wealth lasted across generations. He didn't just build, he protected. And that's something modern culture has forgotten. People today are obsessed with getting rich, but ignorant about staying rich. They think earning is the victory, when in truth, it's just the beginning. Wealth built in public often attracts destruction. It brings attention, imitation. It triggers those who are waiting for you to fall. And if your foundation isn't strong enough, the collapse is inevitable. Discretion is not weakness, it's wisdom. Solomon's greatest constructions, including his legendary temple, weren't built with chaos or spectacle. They were built with order, security, and precision. Every stone placed with purpose, every gate guarded. That's how wealth must be built, not for today's approval, but for tomorrow's storms. If your fortune can't survive silence, it's not a fortune, it's a performance. So guard what you build. Guard it from hype, from careless exposure, from unnecessary applause. Let your actions accumulate in private. Let your progress remain sacred. You do not need to share every win. In fact, most of your wins should remain unseen, because what stays hidden is often what stays safe. Sacred secret number 3, multiply, don't flaunt. One of the clearest patterns in Solomon's teachings is this: wealth is not for display, it's for multiplication. Every coin, every resource, every asset he managed was either reinvested, preserved, or grown. Never wasted, never flaunted. Contrast that with today's culture, where wealth is often reduced to snapshots of luxury cars, branded clothes, and overpriced dinners. It's a parade of ego, and ironically, most of it is financed, not owned. Solomon understood something far deeper. Money is a seed, and seeds should be planted, not posted. The goal is not to look rich. It's to be so secure, so diversified, and so intentional with your finances that you don't need to impress anyone. This is where many fall. The moment income increases, so does spending. The car gets bigger, the house gets louder, the vacations get longer, and what should have been invested for the future is sacrificed for fleeting attention. This is the trap of lifestyle inflation, and it kills more wealth than poverty ever could. Because poverty forces frugality, but sudden success often triggers recklessness. Solomon avoided this not by limiting himself, but by expanding his vision. He saw money as stewardship, not status. That means every financial decision was judged not by how it felt, but by what it produced long term. If it didn't build more income, more options, or more freedom, it wasn't worth the expense. So ask yourself this: when you earn more, do you expand your lifestyle or your assets? Do you chase more comfort or more control? The difference is everything. Wealth is not how much you spend. It's how much you keep, how much you grow, and how much you can walk away from without fear. Because the real luxury is not the car. It's the freedom to walk away from the car lot and choose instead to invest in something that pays you forever. Multiply. Don't flaunt. Sacred secret number 4, choose counsel carefully. Not all voices deserve access to your mind. Some speak from wisdom earned through trials. Others speak from fear disguised as advice. Solomon understood the power of association. He didn't open his ears to everyone, only to those whose fruit proved their root. In your journey toward wealth, listening to the wrong voice can cost you more than money. It can cost you time, clarity, and years of your destiny. So ask yourself, who are you allowing to shape your financial philosophy? Friends stuck in mediocrity? Family chained by scarcity? Or mentors who've walked the road you seek? Choose wisely. One good counselor can open a door. One bad one can close it forever. Sacred secret number 5, delay until ready. The impatient man often buys the right thing at the wrong time, and timing in the game of wealth is everything. What you rush to touch may slip right through your fingers. Solomon waited. He didn't build his temple when emotion struck. He built when conditions aligned. In wealth building, readiness isn't just about having money. It's about having the mind, the maturity, the mission. Patience is the secret weapon of the disciplined. If the opportunity costs your peace, it's not time yet. If it breaks your foundation, it's not from God. True readiness is when your character can carry what your ambition craves. Delay is not denial, it's divine preparation. Sacred secret number 6, build for generations. The rich think in years, the wealthy think in decades, but the truly wise think in centuries. Solomon didn't just accumulate, he architected. He thought beyond his own reign. He planted seeds he'd never sit under, carved legacies others would inherit. That's the difference between income and impact. One fills your pocket, the other fills your name with meaning. What are you building that will outlive you? A financial legacy? A mindset of abundance in your bloodline? Or just temporary trophies that die with the applause? If your vision ends with you, it's not vision, it's vanity. Real wealth whispers your name through generations. Final reflection and call to action. You've now heard 6 sacred secrets, not from fiction, but from ancient wisdom that outlasted empires. These aren't just lessons, they're invitations to pause, to reflect, to realign. Which of these secrets did you need to hear today? Which one have you been avoiding? The quiet wealthy don't flaunt what they know, they embody it. Now it's your turn. Start living like someone future generations will thank. If this message struck something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it, rewatch it, reflect on it, and above all, apply it.